Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to solve the computer network and internet protocol week 7, assignment 7, which last date is 12 March 2025. Right, these are my credentials. Now we are going to start the week 7 questions. Now let's start the questions. Yeah, you can see here there are near about 10 questions and you will try to solve the 10 questions one by one. Let's start the first question here. What the first question is asking about which of the following statements about delay components in a network is false? Delay components in a network is false. Four options are given. We may choose the appropriate option. That is, transmission delay is typically greater than queuing delay in congested network. That is a false statement. Why we choose it as a false statement, guys? You can see. So let us discuss about one by one. Okay. So in a network or in a networking, delay components are critical factors that affects the overall performance of the data transmissions. Let's evaluate the statement. Means each of the four statements one by ones. So we can know the answer of this question. So first one is the propagation delay depends on the length of the transmission link. This is a true statement because you can see here you can see here the propagation delay is the time taken to take a signal to travel from the sender to the receivers across the physical medium, that is fiber optics cables or wireless links. It is directly proportional to the length of the link and inversely proportional to the speed of the light signal propagation in the medium, that is approximately 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in fiber. This statement is true because the longer the link, the greater the propagation delay. Now going to the option number B. Queuing delay increases when incoming data exceeded in the processing rate of the router. Now, we'll discuss the queuing delay means occurs when the packets waits in a router queuing before being processed and transmitted. If the incoming data rate exceeds the router processing or forwarding the capacity, the queue length grows, increase the queuing delay. Okay, this is a fundamental principle of the network conjunction, making the statement is a true statement. Okay. Now, moving to the third option, that is option C, it is also a true statement. Why we say that is a true statement? Because transmission delay is the same required to push all the bits of the packets into a transmission medium. It is calculated as transmission delay equal to packet size, that is bits, by bandwidth bit per second. It is a true. It depends on both the packet size and the channel bandwidth. Confirming the statement is true. Now, last statements we consider the false statement because in the congestion network, queuing delay becomes significant because packets accumulated in the router queue due to the high traffic loads exceeding processing capacity. Transmission delay, however, remains the relative constant, depends on the packet size and bandwidth, not network congestion, not network congestion. In heavily congested scenario, queuing delay can far exceeded transmission delay because it is growing with a number of QE packets and the duration of congestion. For example, you can take an examples. If a router is processing packets at a fixed rate and the QE builds of delay can reach a second or more, while transmission delay for a typical packet, that is 1500 bytes at a 1 Gbps, is on the order of a microsecond. Okay. Therefore, it is generally a false statement to state transmission delay is typically greater than the queuing delay in congestion network. The opposite is often true. Okay. Now, moving to the question number 2, we can say, moving to the question number 2, how does the traffic shaping is different from the traffic policing in the context of a quality of services? In the context of quality of services. How it is differ is the traffic shaping regulates the outgoing traffic rates while the traffic policing monitors drops packeting violating the quality of services. Okay. So we can choose the question number 2, option B, because the quality of services, traffic shaping and traffic policing are two main mechanisms used in the managed network traffic, but they serve different purposes. Okay, we have to analyze these things step by step. Traffic shaping versus traffic policing. So what is traffic shaping? Traffic shaping means regulates the traffic of outgoing traffic by buffering packets and releasing them at a controlled rate, ensuring compliance with a specified traffic profiles. Using a token buckets or leaky buckets, it smoothly outs, burst, and delays packets rather than the dropping them. Often they meet service level agreement. We know SLA. Then moving to the traffic policing. Traffic policing means monitoring or incoming outgoing traffic against a predefined rate, that is using a token of a bucket. See, traffic existing allows rates, it drops the makes the packet rates and a lower priority to enhance the compliance with the quality of services. That's why if you choose option A, traffic shaping identifier marks packet prioritizations while traffic policing drops packet analysis outlet, that quality of services. That is, traffic shaping does not primarily identify the mark packets of the prioritizations. It is regulates the rate of the transmission by delaying packets, making prioritization, that is GSCP, in deep source. It's typically function a traffic classification, not shaping. The traffic policing doesn't packet that violates quality of services. So the second part is the correct, but the first part misrepresent the shaping. That is we consider as an incorrect statement. Now, moving to the question number 2, it is also correct statements because the option B is the correct. Why we say the B is the correct? This accurately captures the core difference. Traffic shaping controls and the rate of outgoing traffic, that is smoothing brought by the delaying packets, often used to prevent the downstream congestions. Traffic policing monitors traffic that is incoming or outgoing and enforce the quality of services by dropping or making non-compliant packets. This matches the definitions and role in quality of services architectures, making them the statement is the correct statements. Why you consider the statement C is the incorrect statement? Because neither traffic shaping nor policing inherently prioritize the traffic based on real-time versus non-real-time characteristics. Shaping regulates rates regardless the traffic type. The policing enforcement limits without prioritizing the specific traffic classes. That is prioritization handled by the mechanism like the scheduling, not policing shaping directly. So this is a incorrect statement. Now, last option, that is option D. Both the shaping and the policing can be applied in various points of network. That is edge network routers, core routers, or even the source of some implementations. Shaping is often applied at a Ethernet point, that is router control outgoing the traffic, but policing can be applied at ingress or egress, that is edge routers in deep source. The only constraint is to restrictive or and incorrect. That's why we consider the incorrect statement. So lastly, we can say here the option B is the correct. Distinguish traffic shaping, that is regulate rates by the delaying packets, from traffic policing, monitoring and dropping non-compliant packets, aligning with their roles in quality of services, which already discussed in your lectures. So you choose two, option B is the right answer. Now, moving to the question number 3. Which of the following statement is about the token bucket algorithm are correct? Token bucket algorithm. So, token bucket algorithm allows burst traffic by the using accumulated tokens. It is a correct statement. Option S1 is the correct. S2, it discarded extending tokens when the bucket is full. Correct. It is smooths about the traffic to constant roll by dropping extended bucket. It is a false statement. Now, last option is it allows the traffic to exceed the token generations and temporarily if the tokens are available. It is a correct statement. So here option C, S1, S2 and S4 is the right answer except S3. Except S3. Got it? Except S3. So we have to make a conversations that why we choose 3 option C, that is S1, S2 and S3 only correct option. Why S3 is the false statements? Because you see, in case of what S1, the token bucket algorithm allows broad traffic by using the accumulated token. That's why it's a correct statement. Incorrect statements. Okay, this is the correct statements. Okay, now moving to the S2 options. S2 is excess tokens are discarded when the bucket is full. This is a correct statement. Now S3, why you choose as S3 is incorrect statements? Only S3 is incorrect statement. The token bucket doesn't drop the packets, it buffers them. That's why it is a incorrect statements. Last option, it's the correct statement because traffic can temporarily exceed the token generation if the tokens are available. Got it? So except option 3, we choose option S1, S2 and S4 is the correct statement. Now moving to the question number 4. A video streaming services uses a token bucket with a token generation of a rate of 5 Mbps and a bucket size is 10 Mbps. If the stream has a sudden burst requiring 20 MB of data, how much data can be transmitted immediately without exceeding the data allowed rate? We can choose option A, that is 10 MB. Now we have to analyze why we choose options A would be the right answer. Just a minute, I'm letting no. Option 4, only 10 Mbps of data is required to fulfill the requirement, because you can see here, guys, why 10 Mbps of data is required. Okay, so token generation rate is 5 Mbps bit per second. Yes, token Mbps generation is 5 Mbps bit per second. Bucket size is 10 Mbps, that is 10 mega, that is megabyte. That is 10 means 80 MB megabits, since 1 MB equal to 8 MB. Okay. Token represent data transmission is 1 token equal to 1 bit. 1 token equal to 1 bit. Now, immediate transmissions. Assume that bucket is full 10 MB, that is 8 MB. 10 MB that is equal to 8 MB at a burst start. The burst can use all the available tokens, that is 10 MB immediately, but no more until new tokens arrives. The burst of 20 MB means require 120 MB, but not only 80 MB, that is 10 MB. Tokens are available initially. Remaining 10 MB waits for the token at the 5 Mbps, that is 16 taken by 8 MB. The correct option is 8 MB is the maximum immediate transmissions. Is the maximum immediate transmission. So we choose for option A. Okay. The bucket size is 10 MB, which means the maximum bucket size that can be transmitted immediately 10 MB. Even though the stream is required 20 MB, only 10 MB can be immediately without exceeding the allowed rate. So that's why we change the option 10 MB. Okay. Now moving to the question number 5. Moving to the question number 5. During the peak traffic, a network's rate mechanism brings dropping packets when the average queue size reaches the maximum thresholds. Why is this early packet drop strategy crucial for maintaining the quality of services? Why this is crucial? Why maintaining the quality of services? Because it triggers congestion controls in TCP, transmission control protocols, before queue overflow occurs. Okay. 5, option B. 5, option B, it triggers congestion control in TCP before queue overflow occurs. Now, see, RED, random early detections, you can see in lecture number 34, random early detection drops packets probabilistically as a queue size and approaches as a maximum threshold to prevent the congestion. So, purpose 1, signal TCP sources to reduce the sending rates, that is via congestion controls, window reductions before the queue overflows, avoiding the tail drop and maintaining the quality of services. So option 1 is chosen as incorrect. Option 1 is incorrect because rate does not halt elastic traffic completely or prioritize the inelastic traffic explicitly. Second one, why you choose is the correct options? Because early drop prevents overflow, stabilizing quality of services. Third option is incorrect because rate does not prioritize the low priority traffic. It is agnostic to priority. Last one is also incorrect because no even distribution guarantee drops are random. So only option B, you can choose the right options. Got it? Now, moving to the question number 6. What is the primary role of a bandwidth broker in data center architecture? What is the primary role? Primary role, you can choose facilitate inter-domain quality of service agreement. Of 6, option C. Facilitate inter-domain quality of services. Inter-domain quality of services. Okay. So, why option A? Why option A is incorrect? DSCP making is done by edge routers, not the broker. Understood? DSCP making is done by the edge router, not broker. Second one is incorrect because resources reservation in INSOR, not DSOR purpose. Okay. Option D, incorrect. Traffic shaping is edge router function. Traffic shaping is an edge router functions. Okay. But what is mentioned? Managing traffic at edge router. Okay. So traffic shaping is an edge router function. That's why it's an incorrect statement. Moving to the option C is correct statement because inter-domain quality of services coordinates the broker's primary role. That's why we choose option C is the right answer. Moving to the question number 7. A company deploys INTSOR for the critical applications requiring the guarantee of quality of services. However, some flows experience denial of services due to the resource unavailability. What is the maximum in terms of like the cost is the issues? We choose the option B, administrative control. Okay. What is the mechanism? The mechanism is administrative control. Option B. Option B, administrative control. What happened in administrative control? You can see provide guaranteed quality of services via flow resource reservations using RSVP. Administrative control determines if the flow can be admitted based on the available sources, that is bandwidth. If the sources are insufficient, the flow is denied, causing the denial of services for the flow. Okay, that's why you choose A is incorrect. Why A is incorrect? RSVP policy control to enforce use rules but does not deny the based on the resources. That's why it is an incorrect statement. So option C and D is also incorrect. Why you choose C and D and incorrect? Because queuing and policing manage traffic, not admissions. But only option B is the correct because resource unavailability triggered denial. That's why we choose option B as the correct statement. Now, moving to the question number 8. A network router using wired fed queuing WFAQ schedules packets from these classes with the following weights, that is 1, 2, and 3. If the total available bandwidth is 60 Mbps, how much bandwidth is allocated to the second class? How much bandwidth allocated to the second class? That is 200 Mbps. Now we calculate how the 200 Mbps is calculated. Okay, so you know WFQ in lecture number 34, that is traffic scheduling, allocates bandwidth property to weight. So weight class 1 equal to 1, class 2 equal to 2, class 3 equal to 3. Total weights is 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6. Total bandwidth is 600 Mbps. Bandwidth per weight equal to 600 Mbps divided by 6, that is 100 Mbps per unit. So class 2 bandwidth is 2, that is 2 into 100, that is 200 Mbps. That's why option A is mentioned that 100 Mbps for one weight. This is incorrect statements. Option C and D also overestimated allocations. Okay, overestimate allocations. Okay, option, so only option B, the correct answer. This 240 is incorrect and 300 is incorrect. Only 8 option B is the correct answer. Now moving to the question number 9. In this domain, which of the following are responsibility for the edge router? Edge router, that is packet classification and making based on the DSCP. Yes, it is a correct statement. Okay. Responsibility as a second one, QE management for the congestion control, not policing to ensure the compliance with the service level agreement. Yes, only option I and triple I. I and triple I is the right answer. Now, moving justify why we choose I and triple I. Why we choose I and triple I? You see, first option Y is true. Why you consider as true? Because the classifiers and marks packets with the DSCP values based on the traffic type. Understood? Classifiers and makes packets with the DSCP values based on the traffic type. This is two statements. And option 3, that is triple I, policies traffic, that is token bucket to enforce service level agreement. It is also true statement. But what about the rest two statement, that is option 2 and option 4? Option 2 is a false statement because queue management is typically a core router tax for transactions. This is a false statement. Last one is the PHB, that is EF and AF is enforced by the core routers, not the edge router. That's why it is a false statement. So only option A we consider as the true statement, that is option I and a triple I. Okay, 9 option A. Moving to the last question, guys. Which of the following parameter must be considered for administration control or admission control in quality of service architectures? Determine whether a new flow can be admitted. A new flow can be admitted. Here we choose 4 options are given. Now we consider which parameter must be concerned. Which parameter concerned? Let's discuss one by one parameters. Bandwidth availability on the network. Yes, definitely. Delay tolerance of the existing flows. Yes, definitely. Jitter requirement of the new flow. Yes. And packets loss for the current network traffic. Yes, it is also true statements. Why? We choose all the options are the parameter must be considered for administrating controls in the quality of service architecture. Understood? Quality of service architecture. First one is considered why first one is considered because bandwidth availability ensure the network can support the new flow. Clear? Second one is also true because delay tolerance of the existing flows ensure quality of services is not degraded. It is a true. Third one is jitter requirement of the new flow must be real-time application. It is a true statement. Last one is the packet loss of indicate network health and impacts new flow quality of services is the also the correct statement. So all the options are the correct statements. Okay. So guys, we attempted all the questions. Now we have to verify the answer once again. You can see here options. Option 1, question number 1, option D, question number 2, you can see option B, question number 3, option you choose C, question number 4, option A, question number 5, option B, question number 6, option C, question number 7, option A, B, question number 8, also option B, question number 9, option A, and question number 10, option C. Now we are going to submit the answer of these questions. Okay. Thank you for taking the week 7 assignment 7. Your answer are successfully submitted. We explain the 10 questions with detailed explanations one by one, guys. Okay. And if you like this video, you can share with your friends and with your colleagues, and subscribe our channel to the next assignment for the week 8 in assignment 8 very soon. And guys, you have any doubt, you can put the comments, put your questions in my comment box. I will try my level best to give the answer of your questions. Till then, take care of yourself, prepare for the examination very hard, study hard, labor hard, believe yourself. All the best.